Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Dan and welcome to part 2 of my 100 subscriber special. So you want to know what makes my mobile suit tick? Well, I'm happy to oblige. First, I'll show you each part I'm using. The head belongs to the Pale Rider, a mobile suit from Gundam Side Stories Missing Link. I picked this head because it has awesome looking eyes that glow red when transformed. Now I'll cover the builder parts attached to the head. I'm using a pair of horns that look like they came from the Musha Gundam Mark II, and I arranged them like so. I've spent more time than I'm willing to admit tweaking these to get them just right. Next we have the face guard. Pretty sure it's the one that the Turn A Gundam has, giving it that fabulous moustache, and I've positioned it like so. Alright, that's the head done, now onto the body. I'm using the GNX body from Gundam 00. This is another piece that I've used a lot since early game. The glowing chest and the long, almost horn-like things that go up and over the shoulders, it just looks awesome. Right, onto the arms. Lucifer Mark II uses Banshee armed armour arms, because Mecha Monster Claws are awesome, plus it also comes with 3 useful optional skills. I may as well cover the shield now. I'm using the Gundam Age 2's shield in HG scale. I chose this one because it's small and discreet, and if you position it like so, it looks like it's just part of the arm. Now, onto the legs. I'm using Crossbone Gundam X1 Kai Kai legs, because it has a few useful optional skills, plus I like the way it looks. I've equipped a pair of thruster units to the knees, for no other reason than they look good, and I positioned them like this. And now we're on to the backpack. Lucifer Mark II uses the Ashtray Goldframe Amatsu backpack, and if you've watched the 2 demonstration videos I did earlier, you'd know why. I've equipped the eye field generator to its back like so, and I think it fits rather well. And finally I fitted 2 6-tube missile pods inside the backpack. Originally I wanted them hidden, but I found that they fit rather nicely between the shoulder blades. It's like they were made just for it. One pack sits here on the left side of the backpack, and the other on the right side. These things are beyond overpowered. They build up meter incredibly fast, like this thing wasn't crazy enough already. Now, onto the weapons. Lucifer Mark II uses a GNX-3's GN Beam Saber, because that beam straight up looks like concentrated hellfire, and it also has prominence damage to burn its enemies to ashes. And for the ranged weapon, I'm using the Gundam GP02's Atomic Bazooka. This thing fires a nuke. Need I say more? I got it in HG scale because I found the MG version to be a bit too big for my liking. Now, let's check out my chosen actions. I'm using the Double Saber EX action Phantom Edge because it surrounds my character with flaming swords. That's pretty demonic. Next we have the Shining Gundam Super Mode. Gives me a nice red and orangey glow, and when used in conjunction with Awakening, turns me gold and plays a song from G Gundam. What's not to like? Then we have the Dovin Wolf's Mega Launcher. This is pretty broken in its own right. Any enemy hit with it will have all of their parts smashed off, unless they still have yellow gauge under their health. And then we have the Seiha Ryuho Slash, which you get from unlocking the SD Gundam Ryuho Strike Lube Gundam, which you can get from beating Chapter 3 Mission 2 on new type difficulty. My burst action of choice is Big Gun, which is from the Psycho Zaku. It's basically the Mega Launcher, but more powerful. or Trans Am Burst from 00 Riser because of its big red area of effect explosion that heals me and allies and damages the enemy. And then the burst type is Assault because it's red, makes me more powerful and makes everything recharge faster. Now we're onto the optional equipment and we're using all the slots. First we have the repair kit, because you never know. Then we have the Magano Ikutachi, unblockable and absorbs health from enemies, incredibly brutal. Next we have the Magano Shirahoko. You can swap this out for Anchor Shot if you want, as they do the same thing, pulling enemies in Scorpion style to get destroyed. Then we have the Missile Pods, builds up meter almost instantly and does great damage. Next is the Eye Field. No activation needed, just equip it and get protected from beam weapons. Then we have the Armed Armor VN. This is that big ass claw on your left arm. Unblockable punch to the face when you're not transformed, jumping claws of doom when you are. Then we have the Screw Whip, great multi-hitting long range melee weapon, for when you want to mix things up. The final slot is for the Armed Armor BS, which is an irradiation weapon, because it doesn't hurt to have an extra ranged attack. My movement style of choice is flight, because walking's for chumps. Right, on to the painting. May as well start with the sabre. The first colour is gold. The hex values are 100, 255, 180 and 100. Then 90 in gloss and 90 in metallic. Next, what you'll want to do is save this colour, press triangle and select a blank slot by pressing circle. Next, let's do the lighter shade of red. The hex value is 40, 101, 0 and 0. Then 50 in gloss. Then save this colour in one of the blank slots. And now, onto the darker shade of red. The hex value is 30, 76, 0 and 0. Then 50 in gloss. And save this one too. For the bazooka, I only added a bit of gold on slot 3, 4 and 6 and changed the glow to red. The head is completely dark red except for the face, where instead I used this grey to kinda make it similar to the other grey parts of the body you can't change, and gold for the Vulcans. The two glowing parts are a dark red. The hex values are 40, 101, 0 and 0. Both builder parts are just gold. The body is gold, light red, dark red and 3 lots of gold. And the glow is a standard red. The arms are dark red, light red, dark red, gold, dark red, then gold. Then, if you press the options button, you can make the mobile suit transform, showing the psycho frame of the Banshee arms. Then, I changed the glow to this colour, 54, 136, 56 and 31. The leg parts are dark red, gold, dark red, then 3 lots of gold. And the builder parts are gold, then dark red. The backpack is light red, 2 lots of dark red, 2 lots of gold, then light red, but then change the gloss and metallic to 100 on the last colour. The eye field is just gold. And the 2 sets of rockets are light red, then 2 lots of gold. Then finally we have the shield, which is dark red, then 2 lots of gold. Now, go to the all section and scroll down to weathering. Do not change the full gloss or full metallic, or it'll mess up the colours. Change washing to 50, airbrush to 100, and damage to 50. I find it gives the suit character to look like it's been through some shit. This part's optional, but you might like to have some caution marks on your suit. It adds some extra detail. Most of the colour I use is this pale yellow, which fits very well with all the gold. The hex value is 100, 255, 180 and 100. You might want to save this by pressing triangle and choosing an empty slot with circle. I used this yellow for the head, arms and legs. However, for the legs builder parts I left them as they were. The ones on the backpack are pretty cool. For the first colour I used the light red I used on the body. The hex value was 40, 101, 0 and 0. The second colour is the light yellow. Now, here are all the abilities equipped to the Lucifer Mark II. If you have any questions about these abilities, please leave a comment to let me know. Well, I think that covers everything on the Lucifer Mark II. I'm glad I'm getting to share him with all you guys. This took me all day to finish up, and in that time I've gained 10 more subscribers. That's insane. I must be doing something right, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. Here's to 100 subscribers, and here's to 100 more.